OBS, we can go as 4K, but the issue with that is you can't put that on YouTube. We're live.
We're live?
We are live.
All right, guys. Let's go. We're going to be live right now.
We are live.
We are live. Holy shit. I'll break that down to you a little better. All right. We're live on every platform.
Everything. Yep.
Am I hot right now, James, with that light?
It looks fine.
Can we cool it off a little bit? Let's cool it off a little bit while we're talking here and letting people kind of join in on a Saturday. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. Right, and that one right there, I'd probably like just unwarm that up. There we go. Is that too cool? No, go back the other way. There you go. That better?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, flip it so I can see it, if you could, please. All right, everybody. So we're chatting about ads today, and I'm doing this program. That was loud, James. I'm doing the program in for the Level Up Academy. So we're working on Google Ads. We're working on Meta ads, but unfortunately, what a lot of people don't understand is if your social media, if the thing you're going to advertise isn't good, for lack of a better word, if it's just you don't have good social media content, if you don't have a good presence, if you don't have a good brand representation, if you're running ads to your social media, your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, whatever, it's not going to have a good result. And the same goes for your website too. Make sure your website, if you have one, is really optimized. Like your SEO is fully optimized. The page loads really fast. Your pictures are compressed and they load fast. If you have products in your website, make sure that you have a really easy way for people to check out without a lot of friction and pop-ups and things like that. You have a way of capturing someone's email. But the most important thing that every single person may or may not do, majority of them don't do, is have a great way to track conversions. If you're running ads, you're gonna want to make sure you track conversions. You're gonna want to make sure that you are finding out where people are leaving the website. Are they converting? And by converting, it could be a phone call, it could be filling out a form, it could be booking an appointment, it could be purchasing a product. There's a lot of ways to track conversions. And the biggest mistake I see people make is they set the ads up without a way to track conversions properly. You're going to just spend money and hand money over to Google if you're not tracking the conversions. They use a lot of machine learning technology now. So AI, machine learning, whatever you want to call it. And they're able to now create audiences based on the conversions that happen on your website. But if you're not truly tracking conversions, then you're just wasting your money because you can't really optimize it and scale the ad. Another issue I see is you do put the tracking code on your website, but you're tracking everything as a conversion. And every single click on your website is being recorded as a conversion. And what that's doing is telling Google and the AI bots and everything else they use to measure these conversions that, wow, this ad is amazing. It's converting like 1,000 times a day. So it's going to spend more of your ad budget when in reality, it's just a person clicking around the website, not doing anything significant. So it's important that when you're running ads, you do it professionally. Act like a professional. Treat this like it's real money because it is real money. A lot of times you throw the budget out there of like, $10 a day and you don't really get much response. But $10 a day compounded and you're retargeting to your audience who's coming to your website or to your landing page or to your social media is significant. Like you could build a whole business off of that if you're starting out at zero. So if you're in a suite, if you're renting a chair, if you just started a salon and you have staff members that you have to build up or you yourself have to build your clientele, running ads is one of the best ways to do it. But the problem is you do it prematurely, you're going to waste your money and you're not going to convert anybody and you're going to lose people for that opportunity to get them in your chair. Good marketing makes a bad product fail faster. Make sure you are efficient in the salon. Make sure your haircuts are amazing. Make sure your color is amazing. Make sure that because now you're building up, when I say efficient, you can do multiple people in a day. I did a reel the other day. I talked about how long people take doing highlights now and the services they're providing. That's not efficient. Nobody wants to sit in the salon for 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 hours getting their hair done. Sorry, but they just don't want to. And if you're running ads to build your book, efficiency is important. So this way you can get more clients into your chair on a given day. So you could do those $1,000, $2,000 days. And then it makes up for the ads that you're running. Because if you have all this attention looking at you and coming to your salon and coming to your website and clicking on your links that you're advertising, but you can't fulfill the demand, then you're just wasting time and money. So it's important that you first make sure your product is really good. And when I say product, I mean the service you're providing, your haircuts, your color, your updos, your makeup, your eyebrows, whatever it is that you do. Make sure you are the best around. Then make sure that whatever you're directing people to, whether it be your social media page, whether it be a landing page, whether it be your website, your Google business page, it doesn't matter. Make sure it's fully optimized and it loads really fast and you have all the proper information on there. There's no broken links. Make sure that the user experience is like 100%. And this way you really like could get the most benefit from the ads. I honestly, I just don't understand how people just start advertising their business and nothing's fully maximized. It honestly, it blows my mind. First, start with SEO. That's the first tier you want to go. Make sure you do a full SEO audit of your website. So every landing page is linked properly. Everything has the proper page title. And the better your website is built for SEO, the search engine optimization to get organic traffic, then you put some fuel on that fire and then you run some ads to it. Same thing for your social media. Same thing for anything. So start at the basics. It's the SEO, it's the content you're developing for your social media, and then advertise it. So James, I know it's Saturday, so we probably don't have a ton of people,
No, we don't.
which is fine. Did you do mention to you or no?
No, I did not.
Don't worry about it. It's all right. So we might just run 2 back-to-back lives.
Yeah, we got 5 people in here right now.
Cool. 5 people. You got any questions on ads? You guys run ads right now? And I'm going to open up my computer too. Get some of these questions I had here. What is the best ad to run, Google or Facebook? That's a really good question. So the best ad to run, whether it's Google or Facebook, is going to be what is your intent? So if you just want to get attention on you and what you do behind the chair or as an artist, I'm probably going to go lean towards Facebook or Instagram. Like they're both the same. If you want to get attention for people searching for a solution, like getting their hair done, the best extension artist, the best lash tech, I'm going to go with Google. There's 2 different user experiences on that end of the advertisement. So someone is searching for you or a product or service that you provide. So if you're advertising on Google, they're going to look for the best hairstylist near me. That's where a Google ad really comes into play. Now, for just sheer exposure and for showcasing what you do to put yourself in front of somebody, then Meta is going to be the best part for that. And that's Facebook and that's Instagram ads. So out of those 2, you have to think about what is the result you want to achieve with the ad. And so it's a combination of both. The system I like is to run Google ads to your salon's website, or you can even do it to your Instagram page, honestly, nowadays, but it's easier to track on your website. Have it run to a landing page so you actually build trust with them. Then you retarget with your metapixel, and then you follow them around the internet on Facebook and Instagram. That's the ultimate way to do it.
I got a question.
Yes.
How do we identify the best audience for our ads?
All right. I want you to create some kind of a questionnaire of your best customers in your salon, the best clients, or you just know because you talk to them all the time. Then what you do is create a lookalike audience, or you create an audience with everything your customers or clients like. So if your ideal client, your top 10 clients, top 20 clients, all have either a Mercedes, a BMW, an Audi, they all have luxury cars, right? Then obviously you're going to put in those cars, those brands in your audience. Now, if they also like tennis, golf, and basketball, then you throw those in there too. And if they like, Give me a product line, L'Oreal or something like Louis Vuitton, right? You see, I'm labeling things here of like things they would be interested or things they like. And so if there's common similarities between your clients, I would use those as things to put in for the ad. This way, you're targeting people who have similar interests, and that's who you want to attract. Now, if you are maybe you're I'm trying to think of what kind of audience you could create for barbers, for instance. Same deal. Do the same thing. If you're a stylist or if you're a salon owner trying to attract stylists, well, then it's going to be a little different. My ideal client, quote unquote, that I'm advertising to, they're going to have interests like Redken, Goldwell, L'Oreal, hair salons, behind the chair. So those are the kind of ads or audiences that I create for my ads when I try and market to stylists. So it's going to be really whatever your top clients like, and I would stick to that. Your content's the same way. So I would create content based on your top clients' frustrations, and so you're answering the frustrations of clients you want to have in your chair. Advertising your social media post, your organic post, that's an ad, just to let everybody know. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not. Anytime you produce content, you're showcasing and advertising yourself as a hairdresser, as a stylist, as a lash tech, as a salon. So make sure that when you're putting out content, you understand that fundamentally it's an advertisement. So make sure you put a little work into it. Treat it like a profession. James.
Yeah, we got Crystal Walker. What type of content and information would you include in the ad? Thank you.
Yeah, so I would create it depends on what you're marketing. So I would put everything in the ad. I would do product reviews, I would do how-tos, I would do why my service is better. I would do things that I solved for clients, client testimonials I would put in the ad. Everything could be an ad. Take a look at your organic content, what does really well, what gets a lot of comments, a lot of shares, and that's an ad. You could just boost that right there. Make sure you have a clear call to action. So here's a framework that I'll give you right now. It's the hook, story, call to action framework. So essentially, every social media post, every single advertisement should have this framework: hook, story, call to action. Your hook could be the frustration that your clients have. Your story is how your service solves that frustration. And the call to action is click now, learn more, book now, book a consultation. You're going to guide them somewhere. So that's the framework of the advertisement or the social media post. Now, the meat and potatoes of the content will be the 10 or 20 frustrations that you list out. Then each one of those frustrations is the new hook for that ad. And then you just test them organically. Whichever ones hit the best organically, you make that into an advertisement. That's how you do it. I'm creating an ad right now where, if you guys remember the Dollar Shave Club, where the guy was walking through the warehouse and he was shaving and throwing shit around, something very similar for my salon to attract more stylists. And it's gonna be kind of fun, right? I'm gonna do it in a gas station bathroom, and then I'm like, I forget what the script says. Like, are you tired of your salon owner treating you like a gas station bathroom or some shit like that? And then I'm gonna be in the bathroom, like it's gonna be wrecked. I'm gonna wash my hands, walk out, and then the cameras are gonna follow me around. I'm gonna hop in my car, and as I shut the door, the camera now is in the car with me. I'm gonna make it fun, interactive, and so you should see that probably it should be from start to finish produced in the next 7 days. I'm hoping. I'm going to run that ad to attract stylists in my salon. So if as a salon owner, your job is to be able to attract people behind the chair and people in the chair. Those are your two sole purposes right there. Obviously, there needs to be systems in place, but like that's your job as an owner, to learn how to recruit hairstylists and then learn how to recruit clients to get their hair done. That's it. Those are the two things you have to worry about. Everything else will fall into place if you master them. James.
Hold on. So, Angela Studio said King of Ads right here. We got
What up, Angela? A little Saturday afternoon live. Hopefully, you guys are actually doing clients today. You're not sitting here scrolling around watching me live on Instagram.
Should we use lead generation forms within the platform or drive traffic to an external landing page?
That's a fucking good question. Should you use lead generation forms or drive traffic to an external landing page? It depends on what you want to accomplish. You're going to get better leads from driving them to your website than you would, I believe, on a lead generation form. People don't really fill out those forms properly. You're going to get more leads from the in-network lead generation form. I'll be honest with you. The quality may not be there. The retargeting aspect of it, when they engage with your content, I believe you could still retarget them while you're running meta ads. You definitely could. I personally, I like less friction, but in this instance, I would probably like to bring them to my website only because I sell products on my website too. If I was just a salon, I would make the least amount of friction possible, and I would have that lead generation form right there on the ad with the network. But I have an e-commerce store, so I like to get them off of the platform and then maybe hopefully sell a product. The whole thing with ads, the reason why I have a Shopify store, if you're a salon owner or even a suite, is for the sheer fact that I can now market my brand using my Shopify store for my blogs. I can do product reviews. I can do anything. And now once I'm producing this content, I could drive them to purchase the product I'm doing a review on. In the blog that I'm speaking about a product or something else, they come to the website. Now they're going to shop around. Like, it's just a benefit to have a Shopify store as a salon. And Shopify is not a third-party website. Shopify is your standalone website. That's why it's it's a genius thing to do. Now, what I do is I'll run ads to a 7-mile radius around my salon for products. So when people buy them, we just do like local fulfillment. So either myself or somebody else, not really me, but somebody will drop the product off their house. We put in a postcard, like a gift card for the salon a lot of times if they're not a client already. So there's a lot of advantages to doing that. Now I could really just target to my local audience, and I'll completely blow away any salons in my local area because they're paying to get a customer in the salon's door. I'm paying to get them in my salon's door, but I'm also making the profit from the ad by selling them a product. So I have the ability to have a higher customer acquisition cost based on the profit I make from the product. And so just by doing that alone, I crush all the salons in my area.
Crystal came back and said, great advice. One more question.
Yeah.
Is there a target time? How long a video ad should be? Under a minute, or can it be longer?
It could be longer. I mean, there's a time in Instagram and Meta that allows you to run ads for, but think about the person watching the ad. Just think about who the ad's for, what's their attention span, what's the quality of the information. If it's a really good, well thought out, well produced ad, and I'm not saying produced like overly produced. I'm saying like it's very thoughtful. The script is good. The words are good. Like you're able to really hold on to the person's attention and then take them along a journey and then like build the trust with them. Amazing. It doesn't matter if it's 1 minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, they're going to stay paying attention. So it's the quality of the ad is important. Think about who your consumer is, who's consuming the ad, and where their attention span's at. If I'm selling a product to a 22-year-old girl, I probably got to be a little quicker than I would be if I was selling hair extensions to a 44-year-old woman, and the difference in income is significant. So the amount of the person is going to invest in their hair is going to be dramatically more. And so that way, that person, I'm solving all of their objections about why or why not they should have extensions in that ad. So by the time they get to click on the button, I kind of solved everything. And you can't really do that on a 30-second ad. But if I wanted to grab a young girl's attention to have her follow me, so now I can build trust on the back end with my content, 30 seconds is more than enough.
We got how should we How should we structure A/B testing for ad creatives, audience, or messaging?
Both. If you're going to start doing the A/B testing is huge. Like the science behind marketing is so complex. You really can't do it alone. It honestly is really difficult. You could A/B test the color of the font for the headlines against the different headlines with different colors of the font. You could do that in one whole entire campaign, then do the same thing with a different audience. And then you figure out who's the best of the best of those ads. And then you change, like let's say I was running an ad and I wanted to target girls who like Starbucks. I could run the ad testing a green lid or a different color lid or an iced Starbucks or a hot Starbucks. Like you could get fucking nuts when it comes to ads. And so you really just got to figure out which is doing better. And then in terms of time of day, where's your audience? Like what time are they scrolling? But you should split test everything. And if you have your ideal audience, then don't worry about it. I would first start with the different color fonts, the different size headlines, the different types of headlines, and different hooks too. Here's a professional hack for all of you people out there. TikTok has a much better algorithm to get things to go viral. Test your Instagram reels on TikTok. The ones that do better, that's the reel you post on Instagram. So if you do that, you should have a little more success with your reels going viral on Instagram. You're welcome. James, are we good?
What key performance indicators should we monitor?
In terms of ads,
Yeah.
your customer acquisition cost is probably your biggest number you want to get dialed down, and so it's as low as possible.
Okay. Arla Beauty Lounge. I joined late, so I may have missed this, but do you use a company to run your ads? I have another business and I have a company run my ads and it's been successful, but they don't do ads for salons.
Okay, why don't they do ads for salons? But yes, I run a company. I don't have a company, I should say. I run all my ads myself. Uh, I have people I put in charge of. So I built an internal team to help me manage my ads. Now, it's only because I spent so much money getting killed running ads, I learned what to do and what not to do. Now, hiring an agency is the best thing you could do. The right agency, though. So what I would do is, I just don't understand why they wouldn't run ads for a hair salon. I would find a way to speak to somebody in that company and see if they can run ads for you. But if they're running successful, what are you doing, by the way? What's the business, the other business? I'm curious. Is it like a restaurant or something? Because there's like success leaves clues. If they're doing something successful, you could almost mirror what they're doing for your salon. So I would definitely go to Upwork and I would have the person on Upwork take a look at my ads that person's running or that agency's running for me, and then try and duplicate something similar for my salon. If I had to give you an idea of how to solve that problem.
She said they are specific to one business and that is all right now, but they have been great. It's been successful.
Yeah, I would just analyze what they're doing for the other business, and I would implement that in your salon. Don't overcomplicate it. When it comes to salons, honestly, what sells the person to come to you is your social media content. Hands down. That's it. So if you were to run local ads, like if you didn't even have a website, if you're just renting a chair or you just had a suite and you wanted to make it very cost effective for you and low labor, I would run, obviously you need a Google business page, but I would run local ads to my Instagram to capture the attention of people. I would also maybe run it to some kind of an email list as well, like that form we were talking about before. But if you wanted to make it simple, your social media content, as soon as you get eyeballs on your social media, it should tell a story about how amazing you are. You should have a spot on your highlights for testimonials. You should have something that the people can link in to book a consultation. And all of your work should showcase who you are as a stylist, and then a lot of your personality as well. And if you do that, you'll be booked in less than 6 months. I promise you. I did it. Like I built my whole book in less than 6 months and 3 other stylists in my last salon in about a year, fully booked. Like it actually is to the point where I can't advertise the way I want to because my team can't handle the amount of people. So I do it in waves. That way no one gets overwhelmed and I'm not giving a bad experience.
She also said it's a party rental business, bounce houses, marquee letters, backdrops, etc. Um, Next question we have.
Hold on. You could definitely do some kind of fun advertisement by marrying the two of those businesses together, by the way. With fun backdrops, doing hair somewhere, like party rental. Like you could definitely figure out a way to marry those two businesses together.
Okay.
Next question, James.
Yeah. Are there any platform specific ad policies we need to be aware of when advertising salon services?
Any kind of weird promises, like if you like things like that, just be careful like what you overpromise on. If you're doing any kind of medical services there, maybe like a microblading might pop up, any kind of lip injections. Some of the facial stuff might give you a problem when it comes to like dermoplaning and things like that, but typically no. Outside of the like skincare stuff, I would say you should be fine. You can almost advertise everything.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, here's a good one. How do we set up retargeting campaigns to reach people who interacted with our content but haven't converted?
You would have to get your pixel from Meta, and like you could retarget the people who engage with your ads. You could do that right inside of the Meta, the business suite. Like you could target people. Like if you guys want to get nuts with it, you can target people based on the amount of watch time they did on your video. So if they watched your video for longer than 20 seconds, you show them this ad. If they watch it less than 20 seconds, show them that ad. So you could retarget right inside of your business suite in your ads manager. The Meta ads manager is super complex. It's a real pain in the ass to use. I don't like it. But that's where I think an expert would come in and have to help you out. But yeah, you can retarget right through the ads manager. It does all that for you. Now, if they come to your website, then you would need to have a pixel located on your website to feed the information back to the ads, and then it would keep showing the ads. You guys forget about Pinterest too. Pinterest is still not a dead platform. LinkedIn is still an amazing platform. Like if your clientele isn't on Instagram or you don't think they are, they're probably definitely on LinkedIn then. And then you can create content for them there and then get them to your website and then go back and track them around the rest of the internet.
I don't got any more questions.
Beautiful. All right, guys. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. And if you're having a challenge building up staff, leading your team, do me a favor, DM me the word grow. Let's get to a conversation. I'll help you with the ads. I'll help you with your leadership. Like this is a full service salon only, barbershop only. It's beauty industry specific, right? I'm not going to help your restaurant. I could, I just don't. But if you are looking to grow, scale, or start a salon business, whether it be on Shopify, whether it be with your salon, whether it be with your suite, DM me the word grow or start, and we'll get into a conversation to see how I can help you. But this is for serious people only. Like if you're like just kicking tires and you don't want to grow a business, like if you're not looking to do 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month, like plus, well, out of a salon, 100, 150, like that's where you want to bring it to. If you're in a suite, you could easily be doing 20K a month without a lot of stress. Like there's a system to do that, and I'll help you out with that. So typically for people who are, very serious about growing and scaling their business and leading a team, if that's you, then DM me the word grow and we'll get a conversation started. But other than that, everyone have a great rest of your day. Hopefully it's a very successful Saturday in the salon. And if you are not working behind the chair, hope you're enjoying your day off. See you later.